Blind people? What's the craziest thing you've caught someone doing behind your back because they thought you wouldn't find out? I'm blind, and when I wear different colored blind glasses, I look like a completely different person. So one day, I decided to wear pink glasses that my mom picked out for me, and I was standing in the elevator when my boyfriend stepped in behind me. I was going to hug him, but that's when his phone rang. I could hear a woman's voice on the other end. My boyfriend spoke first. Listen, if my girlfriend finds out what I'm doing, I'm actually screwed. Luckily, she's blind, so it's easier to hide things from her. But on Monday, I'm finally going to come clean. My whole body went cold. I wanted to rip off my glasses and demand answers right there and then, but I didn't. Because more than anything, I wanted to find out what was happening on Monday. I wanted to be there. He was planning on saying something heartbreaking, and I was planning on not reacting at all just to make him think that I didn't love him. But that night, I couldn't sleep. I kept replaying those 6 words in my head over and over. Easier to hide things from her. Like my blindness was a convenience for him. Like I was a fool he'd been laughing at this whole time. I started thinking about every late night he came home, every phone call he stepped outside to take. And most of all, I felt so stupid for believing a normal boy could ever love a girl like me. But still, I stayed with him because I wanted to find out more information. The next day, I was standing in his kitchen when I heard him on the phone again. His voice was low, like he didn't want me to hear. I stood completely still and listened. "Let's make sure it happens on Monday at the park," he said. "Everyone will be there when I finally break the news to her. I just hope she'll be okay." My stomach dropped. Monday, the park. That was where we had our first date. That was our spot. And now he was planning something there with everyone watching. I felt sick. He was going to announce that he was leaving me, probably for whoever that woman on the phone was, and he wanted an audience for it. But I was ready to humiliate him back, because as soon as he'd announced the news, I had a plan I wanted to do too, one that would ruin him. The next few days were torture. I barely ate. I barely slept. I kept looking for more signs, more proof, anything that would tell me I was wrong. I tried to confide in my mother, but even she started acting strange. She'd cut our phone calls short. She'd changed the subject when I brought up my boyfriend. One afternoon, I called her, and she didn't know I was already on the line when she said to someone else, "I just hope she handles it okay." I hung up without saying a word. My own mother. She knew what was coming, and she didn't warn me. She was in on it too. By Friday night, I was a mess. I couldn't stop shaking. I kept telling myself I would walk into that park with my head held high. I wouldn't cry. I wouldn't beg. I would let him say whatever he needed to say, and follow through with my plan that would make him feel even worse than me. Then came the day. My husband drove us to the park and held my hand like nothing was wrong. When we got there, I could hear them. My mom, my sister, his parents, our friends. Everyone was already waiting for me to arrive. My heart was pounding so hard I thought I might pass out. He walked me to the center of the group. Everyone went quiet. This was it. I braced myself for the worst moment of my life. Then he started talking, but he wasn't confessing anything. "Do you remember the first time we met?" he asked. I shrugged, pretending not to care about him anymore. Focusing on my revenge plan to ruin him back, he continued. "I knew from that moment that I wanted to spend the rest of my life with you," he said. "The way you laughed at my terrible jokes, the way you made me feel like the luckiest man alive. I've been waiting for the perfect moment to do this." Then I heard him drop to one knee. "Will you marry me?" That's when everything finally made sense. The phone calls, the secrecy, my mom's weird behavior. The woman's voice on the phone was probably his sister helping him plan. He wasn't planning to leave me. He was planning to propose. Yes, 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 yes. I started crying so hard I couldn't breathe, completely forgetting about my plans. We've been married for 2 years now, and he still doesn't know I was wearing pink glasses that day in the elevator.